Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Psycho Builds. In this channel I like to recreate a lot of cool things in uefn. Most of the time I try to do stuff like post-apocalyptic, zombies, military theme like World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, or any other kind of like miscellaneous builds on this channel. But for this video specifically, I'm going to be recreating a jungle in uefn. My hope for you is that you might be able to pick up on a couple of cool tips and tricks from this video, or even just to inspire you to build something cool yourself. So I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet, and we're going to get straight to building pretty soon, but one thing I'm going to mention is my Discord community. Please do join. Once we get enough members in my community, we might start hosting some weekly events, so if that sounds interesting to you, please join. I put the link in the comment section. And one last thing before we get started, the way that this video works is it's a 1-hour build challenge. So I'm gonna spin a random wheel generator on Google with a list of different topics, and whatever that wheel lands on is what I'm gonna recreate in uefn. I'm doing the voiceover for this video now, so I already know what it landed on, but without any further ado, let's just spin the wheel and then we'll get started and we'll jump right into the time lapse. Alright, so let's get this 1-hour timer started and then we'll start building. Alright, so I first started off by importing a custom landscape. I know I always say that I first start off by importing a custom landscape, but that's genuinely what I always do first. The first thing I do is always find all the textures that I want, make a custom material, and then build a landscape. And then it's always best whenever you start building maps to have an outline in mind. Looking at pictures from Google can really help you, but it's always best to use the landscaping tool to like build the outline of your map first. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. After I imported the custom landscape, I then began painting on a dirt road, and after I paint on the dirt road, I'm gonna go and start painting some grass on the sides of the dirt road. Whenever I first start a project, after I import the custom landscape, the first thing I always do is think, what is the centerpiece of this map? What is the layout of this map, and how do I want to design it? And one of the best ways to build a map is to first start by building a road, or whatever you think the centerpiece of the map will be, is to build that first, and then build the rest of the map around it. So I first started off by building a road so I can get a layout of the map, and then I'm gonna go and start adding some hills on either side of the road, and I'm gonna work on using some grass and dirt textures and blending them together to make the jungle terrain. Alright, so now that I've blended all the paint textures together, you can see I'm now starting to work on building the hills on either side of the road. I'm also going to make sure to elevate each side of the road where it ends a little bit higher in the air so that a player can see that the road's going up on either side and they don't just see the edge of the map. And all I'm really doing to build these roads is just using the landscaping tool. I'm using the flatten tool within the landscaping tab to flatten the terrain to the specific height that I want it to be. And then after I've done that, I'm going to use the smoothing tool to smooth out the hills. And then I'm just going to keep playing around with the landscaping tool just to get the right size and height of the landscape on either side of the road. And now I'm working on painting in some foliage. All I'm doing is using the foliage tool within uefn to paint these foliage pieces. Essentially all the foliage that I'm going to use is I'm going to use some clover pieces, some ivy pieces, some grass pieces, some flowers, and then lastly some miscellaneous plants, like any kind of plant that you would think a jungle might have. But yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm just working on painting in the foliage right now. Alright, so as you can see now, I've put in a custom rock mesh. It's kind of like a grassy rock with some moss, kind of like a cliff. And whenever I first started building this map, I didn't really have a clear plan of how I was going to do it. I just knew that after I spun the wheel, I had to build a jungle. And again, I'm working with only a 1-hour timer here. And after I painted in all the foliage pieces, I kind of thought that the map still looked a little bit dry and bland. So I decided I thought it would be kind of cool to try to build a waterfall. I've actually never built a waterfall before in Unreal Engine, so this is first to me as well. So right now I'm kind of outlining the cliff cliffs with these rock pieces in the background. And I'm only going to do this cliff on one side, and I'm going to try to make the waterfall like flowing off of the cliff. So from here I'm just going to play out the time lapse, and I'll come back once I start placing in some of the trees, I think. And now I'm working on placing in some trees. So I actually found two different types of trees for this map. I found one palm tree, and I found one big kind of like jungle tree. I wanted some really tall and like bushy kind of like jungle trees to make it seem like it's in a really dense forest. And then I also wanted the palm trees just to have some variation. And as you can see, I'm using this technique where instead of using the foliage tool to paint all these trees on, I'm resizing these trees to be like different heights and shapes and widths and lengths. And then after I've resized all the trees, I'm placing them kind of close together in different height variations, and I'm kind of trying to make this little like group of trees. And then after I've made that little group of trees, I'm just gonna start copying and pasting and putting those all around the map. So that's all I'm doing right now. It's really nothing too hard. Should be pretty simple for y'all to follow along. And from here, the time lapse is pretty much done, so I'm just gonna put some cool music in the background, play out the rest of the time lapse, and then we'll come back and talk about the final product. And here's the final product. Overall, I have mixed feelings about this map. There's parts of it that I really like, and there's parts of it that I think I could have done a lot better on. This was my first time ever trying to build a waterfall in uefn, and I don't really like the way it turned out that much. I mean, I think it gets the job done the way it is now, but it's not really a 100% like professional level, and it's definitely not my best work. And again, remember guys, I was building this map with only 1 hour. I literally finished with less than 2 minutes to spare. So hopefully if I ever try to make a waterfall again in the future, I can use some tips and tricks I learned building it myself and try to improve for next time. Overall, if I had to rate this map on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it like a 5, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Also, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do let me know in the comment section as well, and possibly even consider subscribing. I mean, subscribing is 100% free. It's also free to drop a like, so it would really help me out. Don't forget to join my Discord community. The link is in the comment section. And yeah, overall, just give me some feedback in the comment section. Do you guys enjoy these kinds of build challenge videos, or should I try to switch it up and try something completely different? If you guys have an idea for a video that you'd like to see me do in the future, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share with your friends, join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time.